Okay, say it with us. One punch! Alright, now that that's out of our system, we can be serious. A lot of heroes in One Punch Man's world want to move up in social status and fame. And there's no higher honor than being in S-Class. The heroes who make up this elite group are the best of the best. If you subtract King from the equation, that is, and are the ones you call when things get really bad. Today's video is all about S-Class heroes, who they are and what they can do, so let's get into it right now. Alright, let's say you live in One Punch Man's world, and one day a radioactive pig bites you, granting you super sausage abilities. You want to take your newfound superpowers to the streets to fight crime, but not so fast. There's a whole lot of bureaucratic red tape you need to go through if you want to truly make it as a hero in this society. There are 4 classes of heroes that you can be placed in depending on your abilities and how you score in the hero exam. The lowest class is C class, which is currently the most populous class with 390 heroes. But let's be honest, you're not exactly dealing with the cream of the crop here. Like, if you were a bank robber, you would probably most want to face a C-class hero. It's made up of heroes like funeral suspenders and shoulder pads, so you know what level of talent you're gonna face. B-class is next up. If you make it to B-class, congratulations! You're not the worst hero out there, but you also probably wouldn't be on most people's first call list if a giant monster was attacking you. But it's here you start getting into the politics of the whole hero society. At the top of B-class, you have Fubuki, who uses her position to make sure no one else can move past her in the rankings. Pretty ruthless for an organization that should be founded on truth, justice, and the protection of everyday citizens. After that is A-class, and if you make it here, you're pretty important. This class only has 38 heroes in it, and most of them can hold their own in a fight. We've seen a few of them in action during the course of the show, and they definitely live up to the hype. Just look at Death Gatling, who took on Garo with a bunch of other heroes and proved himself a capable and strategic fighter that bad guys should fear. But really, if you have aspirations to be a top-level hero, then the class that you really want to join is S-Class, the elite and super-powered all-stars of the Hero Society. Almost all of them are extremely powerful and capable in their own way, and we want to break down each hero and where they rank on the charts. Okay, he may be ranked 17 out of 17, but the bottom of S-Class is still quite strong and not someone you would want to challenge in a fight. Puri Puri Prisoner holds the 17th rank, and most fans will remember him as the hero who put up a good fight against Deep Sea King. His flamboyant personality also makes him one of the most memorable characters in the show. But like his name suggests, he has trouble with the law. He gets sent to jail for stalking and fighting male villains and heroes he finds attractive, so maybe it's best he remains at the bottom of S-Class. S-Class rank 16 is a hero that you might not take too seriously just based on the name alone. Because really, does Tank Top Master strike fear in your heart? We didn't think so. But the hero is actually incredibly strong and claims he has more tank top power than anyone in his tank top army. And seeing him in action, we believe it. It definitely makes us want to go out and buy some tank tops. And here's a fun fact you might not know about Tank Top Master. He makes his own tank tops. So if the hero thing doesn't work out, he can get into the fashion industry no problem. S-Class rank 15 is someone who you would think belongs in C-Class. It's Metal Bat, and his name kinda gives away his whole shtick. He has a metal bat that he likes to use to cause bad guys an immense amount of pain. Metal Bat is deceptively powerful. Even though he just looks like a guy who should be playing for a Major League Baseball team, he actually possesses an interesting ability known as ever-growing strength. The longer Metal Bat is in a fight and the more damage he takes, he actually becomes stronger, to the point where he can destroy buildings and bad guys with a single blow. And really, the next hero needs no introduction, as he is basically the second lead of the show. It's Jenos, the Demon Cyborg, and the S-Class rank 14. With his mighty mechanical body, is there anything Jenos can't do? Well, besides beat Saitama, of course. Overall, we think it's really cool to see all the upgrades Jenos has gone through since the start of the series. After battling the battle robot G4, Jenos borrowed some of his parts and got himself a major power upgrade, and then he grew stronger again once Goketsu destroyed him. It seems like with every defeat, Jenos just gets rebuilt even more powerful than before. Quick, we need to talk about S-Class Rank 13 Flashy Flash. Ranking-wise, he's the most powerful ninja in the entire Hero Society. He has a background similar to Speed of Sonic, as the two hail from the same ninja village, only if we had to choose which one was a bigger threat, we would have to go with Flashy Flash. He's calm, cool, collected, but also a little arrogant, as all ninjas ought to be. And it's been noted that Flashy Flash is one of the best heroes in S-Class in terms of fighting capability. Also, we love his ultimate move, Flashy Slash, mainly because it allows us to say we love Flashy Flash's Flashy Slash. Whatever you do, don't commit crime in Q City, or else you might have to face the wrath of S-Class Rank 12 hero Watchdog Man. Although he looks like a furry cosplayer who takes things way too far, he's one of the strongest heroes in S-Class. If you think his deadpan face and weird dog costume make him a lousy hero, then that is the last mistake you might ever make. Watchdog Man acts like a dog at all times, even when he bathes and eats. As you can imagine, his fighting style is also pretty rabid. Garo described his combat prowess as more beast-like than human, so before you face him, make sure you have your rabies shot. If you're ever in a situation where the pickle jar you're trying to open is too tight, then there is only one hero to call. S-Class Rank 11 hero Super Alloy Darkshine. But then again, instead of opening it, this massive boulder of a man might just shatter it into a million pieces. Super Alloy Darkshine looks like a bodybuilder that ate another bodybuilder. So it's no surprise his superpower has to do with being super strong. But because he's someone who clearly spends all of his time working out, it's no surprise that he's incredibly vain, often obsessed with his appearance and his looks. So how do you fight him? Well, we don't know. Maybe place him in a giant mirror warehouse and escape while he's ogling himself. Alright, we just talked about Super Alloy Darkshine, a hero in peak physical condition, so now let's turn our attention to the other end of the spectrum. S-Class Rank 10 hero Pig God. We could definitely see pigs from all around the world worshipping this hero as a god. He is incredibly obese and probably wins every single all-you-can-eat contest he enters. But just because he's a glutton who's always eating the food portions of 100 people a day doesn't make him weak, as he's actually one of the most terrifying heroes on this list. His main ability is swallowing and digesting monsters in an instant, which must be horrifying to see in person. His massive size also gives him enough extra padding around his body that he can absorb most attacks. We've entered the single digits now. Next up is S-Class Rank 9 hero Drive Knight, who we imagine is the hero that Jenos wants to be more like. Is Drive Knight a cyborg or a robot? The jury is still out on that one, but we know he is an incredibly powerful hero who uses a shape-changing box containing various cybernetic parts that fuse with his body to create devastating weapons. We also know he has a strong distrust of Metal Knight, and at this point, it's unclear which of the two we should trust more. The cool thing about Drive Knight is that he is touted as a hero who has never lost a battle, but that doesn't make him invincible. He has to rely on stored energy for his attacks, and once that's all used up, he becomes weak and defenseless. Although he's listed as one of the weakest S-Class heroes, S-Class Rank 8 Zombie Man is an incredibly useful hero to have on your side. He can revive and heal from almost any attack. And although it's stated that he can't revive if he's completely annihilated, it's fun to think about what would happen if Zombie Man was punched by Saitama. Another useful ability Zombie Man has is immeasurable stamina and peak human durability, which means he can fight longer and harder than almost any hero out there. Sometimes it's not all about strength, right? Then there's the amazing S-Class Rank 7 hero King. He's S-Class's most feared and maybe the strongest hero ever, and what's that? He's just a fraud? That's hilarious. That's right, King is just some random guy who just kept being in the right place at the right time, accidentally taking credit for Saitama's achievements. From there, King kept falling upwards and landed in the rank 7 spot, becoming adored by the public and feared by enemies everywhere. Bad guys might fear his King engine, which is the rumbling sound that the public thinks is King's heart gearing up for battle. But in reality, it just means King is tremendously afraid. The S-Class Rank 6 hero is Metal Knight, whose real name is Dr. Beaufoy. Instead of strength, Dr. Beaufoy is a genius who builds weapons and robots. He's proven himself to be extremely interested in new technology, and it's clear that he is uninterested in the whole hero thing. He's proven in the past to not care about innocent people or civilians, and only does things that will benefit his own self-interest. Due to Drive Knight's warning, it's clear that Metal Knight is someone Jenos and Saitama should watch out for. Although he's only 10 years old, Child Emperor is the S-Class Rank 5 hero, which is really incredible when you think about it. When we were 10, we just wanted to roll around in the grass and play with bugs, but Child Emperor doesn't have time for such silly things. He's busy building gadgets and weapons to fight some of the worst monsters around. The backpack that he usually always has on isn't because he's on his way to school, but rather the pack holds a set of gigantic mechanical spider legs, so never ever underestimate this kid. If we could vote on the coolest hero name, then S-Class Rank 4 hero Atomic Samurai might come out on top. I mean, come on! The name is awesome! Just by the name alone, you know that the hero can dish out some hardcore damage to anyone who crosses his path. As his name suggests, he is an expert sword master with a series of devastating attacks like Atomic Slash, where he performs over 100 quick sword slashes within a second. It's said that Atomic Samurai is the only swordsman in the world capable of performing this attack, which makes him pretty special. Another interesting thing about him is that he's a master teacher. All of the hero's disciples have become expert heroes in their own right, with Fubuki telling him that all of his underlings would have been in S-Class if it weren't for the A-Class Rank 1 hero Sweet Mask's gatekeeping. And now we've come to the top 3 of S-Class. These heroes are so different and yet so powerful in their own way. Let's break each of them down and see what makes them so cool. We love old guys in fighting anime. It's always the case that they look all feeble and weak, but then suddenly rip off their shirt to reveal a ripped physique. That's the case with the S-Class Rank 3 hero Silver Fang, who, because of his wisdom and tremendous martial arts ability, is one of the top heroes in the world. He's most known for creating and teaching the Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist, which is a martial arts style described as the perfect blend between offense and defense. If you're ever facing an opponent who truly seems like he can't be beat, just have Bang call his brother Bomb so they can perform the Whirlwind Water Stream Roaring Aura Sky Ripping Fist. Trust us, it will solve your problem almost immediately. Most of the heroes that populate this world are really just some variation of super strong. Be it with a certain weapon, a fighting style, or a genius intellect, all the superheroes mostly just rely on strength to beat enemies. But there are those who possess actual superpowers, and when harnessed correctly, they can be some of the most devastating attacks ever. So it's no surprise that the S-Class Rank 2 hero is an Esper, meaning an individual who possesses telepathic or psychokinetic ability. This hero is Tatsumaki, otherwise known as the Tornado of Terror. Above all else, don't underestimate her because of her size. She's often mistaken for a child because she's so little, but she's actually close to 30 years old. Her psychic abilities grant her a whole range of different abilities like flight, psychic barriers, and chi manipulation. If you need to know just how powerful she is and what her attacks can do, just go ask the ancient king. Oh wait, you can't, because Tatsumaki blew him to bits. Alright, we've made it to the number 1 spot. The S-Class Rank 1 hero, Blast. Numero Uno, the big dog on campus. The head honcho himself. Okay, we're running out of cheesy names to call him, but really, what else can we say about Blast? Because he's still a hero that's shrouded in utter mystery. As of now, Blast is One Punch Man's biggest question mark. He hasn't appeared yet in the anime, and everything we know about him is pure speculation and hearsay. We can assume that he's incredibly strong, as it was said that years ago, Blast was able to bring Elder Centipede to the brink of death, but the monster escaped and healed itself. But other than that, not much is known about the hero's exploits, personality, or skill set. He's absent from all S-Class meetings and never shows up, even when the entire world is in danger. There is an official databook out there with One Punch Man heroes, and in the book, Fubuki hypothesizes that Blast can shoot lasers from his eyes, has psychic powers, and can command trillions of robots. And although she also thinks that Blast could beat all the S-Class heroes at once, she also mentions how Blast is probably stronger than King, which, although is technically true, doesn't make Fubuki such a reliable source of information. But this mysterious figure is cause for serious speculation. Mainly, is he as strong as Saitama? Would it make sense for the show to follow a storyline of Saitama discovering the S-Class Rank 1 hero is actually just like him? Meaning super powerful and bored with being a hero now? Or perhaps the show will take it in a different direction. We don't think One Punch Man will reveal that Blast is some type of fraud, mainly because they just did something similar to that with King. But maybe Blast isn't the hero the world thinks he is. Heck, let's get crazy for a second. Perhaps Blast is somehow Saitama, who for some reason suffered amnesia and lost his memory of being the #1 hero. Yeah, we know that's crazy, but we wouldn't put it past the show to have a completely bonkers twist like that. Overall, the S-Class ranked heroes are a group of diverse, powerful, and strange individuals. They're usually the only thing stopping the entire world from being destroyed, and at the end of the day, it's a good thing that they're here. We look forward to learning even more about these heroes as the series goes on. Well, that's a wrap on our breakdown of S-Class heroes. Which hero is your favorite? It's gotta be Metal Bat, right? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button for more awesome One Punch Man content. Thanks for watching.